To remain updated with the latest business news, click on the bell icon.
Hello and welcome to our Holi special show on Business Today. I am Sakshi Batra, and this Holi, as we hope for brighter, better and healthier days ahead, there is one gift that we all want to share with you on this Holi of how to make your financial portfolio as bright and colorful as this Holi of 2022. Joining in with me is a very special guest to share some special Holi gifts also. With me is Mr. Siddharth Sedani, Head of Equity Products and Advisory at Anand Rathi. Welcome, sir, and here's wishing you a very happy and prosperous Holi.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, and wish you happy Holi, wish you the entire team of happy Holi and all the audiences happy Holi and a prosperous Holi going forward.
Thank you so much, sir. Let me begin by asking you that an average investment portfolio, when we talk about, we include both equity, debt, gold, and even real estate. So I want to begin by asking you this Holi until the next Holi, which is the asset class that will brighten up investors' portfolio the most according to you?
Well, the answer is very obvious, Sakshi, but still I'll just give you a background to this. Out of 42 years of study, 32 years, that is 32 instances, we've seen equities have performed positively during the year in the 70% of the time of the 42 years. And I would be with equities because I believe equity is the only asset class and a natural investment avenue for all investors to create a big returns out of their portfolio, because any other asset class, if I talk about FDs or any other asset class, will not give you that returns. So I believe on equities, and these kind of smaller volatile moves, in fact, gives you more opportunities to accumulate good quality plays.
Okay, understood that. So till next Holi, sir, what is your market outlook, and if there is any target for the Nifty or Sensex that you can share with us?
Well, rather than giving any specific target, yes, we can see Nifty for next 1 year close to 19,000. But I am a firm believer that when you are in a very big bull run, opportunities in the markets and pitfalls, or you can say running corrections, is also a part of bull runs. So we are amidst of that because of geopolitical tensions and many more global things which we have been seeing. But I think from this Holi to next Holi, I believe we have a great opportunity in our hand to accumulate good quality companies, and we can perform great from this to next Holi. In fact, Nifty, if goes to 19,000, I think stock specific returns would be fabulously well from here on. Okay. But now it would not be like last year that any and every stock will move. Right, it is a stock pickers market.
Absolutely. It's going to be a stock pickers market, but nevertheless, the Nifty is going to be for an upfront 19,000, we hope, and fingers crossed, Nifty could be able to achieve until next Holi as well. But among equities, like you said, historically, equities have outperformed the other asset classes. If one were to go for equities on this Holi, create an investment portfolio, which sector or sectors do you think will be most colorful until the next Holi, sir?
Well, I would like to pinpoint one sector which is the biggest and the brightest sector from here on I see is banking, because banking had been an underperformer. So I would like to go with banking and specifically private banks. Added to that, some of the consumption plays also will do good because of the summer season happens to be fully in hand compared to the prior two summer seasons, which was lukewarm because of COVID. And added to that, some of the Atmanirbhar plays, which selectively I would like to pick up. So broadly, these are the themes which we are working on.
Okay, but in case investors were to segregate, between large, mid or small cap, where is your focus going to be? Which is the segment that is going to be all green in color until next Holi?
Well, large caps have given a good correction over the period of last 2.5 months. I think selective large caps, mid caps has to be very fine tuned because looking at the raw material pressures, which we've been seeing input pressures, I think mid caps will see very selective moves. And small cap, I will like to be away from small caps for a good time. So I would like to focus on large caps and mid caps more.
Okay, large caps and mid caps more until next Holi. They are likely to outperform the small caps this time around. पर होली है तो मुंह भी मीठा करते हैं सर, हम snacks भी बहुत order करते हैं. So tell me if you're going to be adding any sugar stocks to your portfolio, any pizza, burgers, or maybe food delivery companies like Zomato to your portfolio this Holi?
Well, I would like to order from these all places rather than pick up a stock from here. But yes,
Okay.
sugar space is looking very interesting. And of course, ethanol story is which is built up in the market. I would like to go with a company which sets up the ethanol manufacturing units, installs it. That is Praj. I think one of the plays is Praj looks very interesting from here on. If I would like to play with ethanol blend.
Okay, understood that. So sugar story is going to be strong and quite sweet, may provide more sweet to your or sweetener to your portfolio as well. But sir, if I had to ask you, for all our viewers who are willing to make an investment portfolio as of today, when the markets are recovering from the recent losses that we have seen, and the bulls are trying to make a comeback yet again, what would be your three top Holi picks, Holi 2022 picks, along with target prices and the duration that you would recommend them for, so that our investors can definitely add them to their portfolio and enjoy the benefits of Holi?
Certainly, Sakshi. If I name a, so I would like to pick up first stock would be a private bank. And amongst the private banking space, I would like to pick up Axis Bank with a target of 860. Axis looks quite interesting looking at the results. Profitability was more than 2 times, 200% up. Loan growth was around 17%. Asset quality has been improving. Quarter on quarter, margins at 3.39%. So it's a strong asset quality mix. I think Axis Bank is out of the woods and we may see a great performance. 860 is what the target is. The next company which I would like to pick it up from here on would be Dixon Technology, Atmanirbhar stock. I believe Dixon Technology looks very interesting to me. Contract manufacturer, global aspirations have been rising with Dixon. They would like to be a global LED manufacturer. Added to that, the joint venture with Bharti will bring in a lot of colors and revenue for them. 1400 to 1600 odd crores revenue is expected. Refrigerators is one segment they've entered, and 12% of the refrigerators been manufactured by Dixon. Mobile manufacturing would be a very big chunk for them. Of late, they did a contract with Acer for 5 lakh laptops. So contract manufacturer, Atmanirbhar company, Dixon Technology with a target of 5,900 is what our second stock. And the third company, again from a consumption arena, and heat is all around on the streets and summers are coming up. I would like to beat the heat. I would like to pick up Havells. Havells looks very interesting to me with a target of 1362 because all the segments are very good. They are market leaders. Balance sheet is good. Return ratios are fabulous, 20% and above. Strong retail distribution network. Havells with a target of 1362.
Okay, so three varied stocks for your Holi portfolio. There you have it. You can enjoy the benefits of long-term investment in these three Holi picks in case you're looking out to add some stocks to your portfolio. This Holi is from the financial and banking space. It's Axis Bank. There's Dixon Technologies. And from the consumer electronics space, there is also Havells that you can look to add for substantial gains from the current levels as well. Lastly, I want to ask you, sir, one Holi investment portfolio advice that you'd like to share with all our viewers, most of which are also first-time investors who've entered the markets in the recent times, in the COVID pandemic times. This is the time that they're looking at uncertain macro environments. There are challenges of inflation, rising crude oil prices, rising interest rate scenarios as well. So how does one really make a Holi investment portfolio which can be hedged against all these macro headwinds as well?
Certainly. Before I answer your question, all the top picks which I gave is with a 12-month, 1-year perspective. Added to that, about your question, yes, of course, a lot of new investors have dropped in last 2 years during the COVID times and would be little concerning about their portfolios. But one advice is very simple. See, there is no shortcut to markets. Of course, the returns would be gradual in nature. Added to that, don't keep your expectation too high because markets can swing either of the side, but don't keep your expectations too high. Added to that, don't buy any stock idea at one go. Do it in a piecemeal, staggered manner buying. This is very important. What we call it as SIP, doing in mutual funds, SIP can be done in direct equities, and buy in staggered manner. Look at the returns next 1 year. It would be fabulous for your portfolio.
Okay, understood. And on that note, let us wrap up this show. Many, many thanks, Mr. Sedani, for sharing these holy gifts with all our viewers. Here's wishing you and all our viewers a very colorful and safe Holi this time around.
Thank you so much for having me here. Happy Holi again.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.